Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Dubai at Breakbulk Middle East, and I have a special guest in the studio with me. I'd like you to meet Cyril Varghese from Fluor, who was the moderator on our Managing Rates and Capacities session, which is a huge topic across the industry. When you put that panel together, what were you hoping to achieve?
Yeah, so on the last multiple months, the only thing we've been hearing about is the issues around rates and capacities, right? So generally, a lot of planning has been affected because of the skyrocketing rates, and more importantly, schedules have been affected with the schedule reliability issues which we've been seeing from the carriers, right? So for us from the EPC side, it is important to know and get feelers from the market in terms of when we expect stability of rates, when do we expect the capacities to come back to the market, and when do we expect a general schedule reliability to come back to acceptable levels, right? So from that perspective, I thought it was important to have primarily carriers and freight forwarders on the panel. So this time we requested Dr. Martin Harron from SAL and Harron and Partner to be in the panel to discuss the MPV perspective along with Kyriakos from AAL. And then from Maersk side, we had Christian attending to give a container perspective. And from the freight forwarder side, we had Amadou from DHL to tell us how freight forwarders stay in the middle and see the situation, right? So I guess in general, what we've been hearing is demand is certainly going up. We are starting on a mining super cycle. We see the commodity prices going up. Oil is going up. We've crossed $90 on Brent yesterday, day before yesterday. So oil projects are also going to come back to the market. The problem we are going to face is in terms of capacity, because while there have been multiple new build orders that have been given by the container carriers over the last 1 year, these are not going to come into the market as net tonnage addition over 2022. And the MPVs are struggling to find shipyard capacity, not just for new builds, but also for repair. And you have an aging fleet there on the MPV side, right? So I guess the general expectation was that we should see some rate stability happening on the container freight market in 2022, but they probably would not be going down. And until the container rates stay elevated, you will also have a lot of MPV tonnage getting pulled into the container market to carry containers. And when you put this in perspective with the rising demands with the offshore wind and data centers and all the other projects and the oil and gas projects and mining projects which are coming back to life, I think 2022 is going to be a challenge in terms of rates and capacity. I guess that's generally what came out of it. What additionally came out of it, and I think I've been a firm believer that for an industry which is extremely capital intensive like the shipping industry, it is not sustainable to have rates staying below sustainable levels for a period of 10 years. I mean, we've gone through a period where pretty much all the ship owners were bleeding for a period of 10 years, and that was never meant to be sustainable, right? So I think now we'll see more investment, we'll see the aging fleet getting out, but for an equilibrium to be achieved, I guess it's still another few years down the line where we see that coming back. And yeah, I think another thing which we all discussed is during the pandemic, we could really see who has the relationships and who has not. So I believe we've been fair to the market, to our freight forwarders, to the shipping lines in terms of the way we've done business with them, which is why even during the biggest crisis when we had to move urgent cargo, we could always find solutions from the shipping lines and freight forwarders to prioritize our cargo. And I think that's something which comes out, that the relationship is a two-way street. There are good times, there are bad times, the cycles are expected to continue, but the relationship and the strength of relationship is what is going to be most important going forward.
All right, well, that gives us a lot to think about, and certainly challenges ahead, but I'm also hearing of some optimism about project cargo starting to move again. So that is a good thing. So thank you so much for participating in Breakbulk Middle East. Again, we'd love to have you. You are one of our original supporters, and we appreciate it and glad that it continues. And what a great relationship.
Thank you. Thank you.